bought that. That's for cutting cement board, drywall, and PVC. So I just gotta be careful. I'm gonna look back here and grab my other light so I can look back there and see where I'm cutting at before you cut. That's sharp. That's for cutting drywall. Pretty sure you mess yourself up. Be careful. Matter of fact, let's use my pink broom. I got mine. Pull these nails out. There's nothing up here either outside. Okay. Nothing too much to worry about. Stuff on this end, right around here. So just be careful. So let me see how this works, because I never used this thing before. I watched the guy online do it. He stuck it right through and just started cutting, kind of like this. And of course the wood barrier. Gotta get past there. But yeah, okay. So I had the idea initially, since it looked like this is add on. Easier. So alright, this is what I have so far. Not too bad as far as a cutout for almost square. So I'll do my best to try to line up my new drywall piece with it, and or pieces, because I don't have one piece. I got two smaller pieces. So start up a little bit, but it's a little bit of a hassle, but you can see that square cutout is not bad for an amateur like me. That's all I'm saying. So I need to work on probably just two separate pieces here and here. And that's the best bet, because it makes more sense. Screw to each border here, and whatever mud and stuff I need to mount around. I'm gonna have to try to, like I said, I'm an amateur, so cutting that hole, the hole don't even have to be that big. The hole is simply for the socket itself in the box. This goes on the front, so the whole cutout, as long as it's behind that border and fits it, would be good. So let me work on figuring out how to cut this drywall smoothly without it breaking. I got a jigsaw, so let's go ahead and work on getting this area clean, and then let me look at my drywall and look at my options real quick. Alright, so playing around with it, you can go in here behind the trim. As you can see, you can go close to here. I can trim this out a little bit, make it even. But we have another 1.5 or 2 up here. I was gonna cut the board, but I said, no, why cut this? I can still leave this whole. Only thing I might end up doing, yeah, I can leave the board whole and trim enough to take it back up here. And I trim the second section off my second board. I'm trying to make this as convenient as possible, not difficult, so there's no point in cutting this if I don't have to. So let me trim some more up the wall and try to get me this even playing field. So let me try to find let me go find a pencil or a pen, mark this off real quick, and get there and try to carefully cut it out. Alrighty, hope that's enough. Like I said, I'm an amateur at this stuff, but I'm doing it, I'm trying. So let's go ahead and get to trying to properly trim bit by bit. I've been taking these nails out as they come, so I have clean wood, so I'll be able to screw in my new drywall. So let's go ahead, try. I don't even know what blade this is, so I don't know if it cut drywall right. I just want to see if I can do something to make the job a little easier. A lot of it does, but it cuts pretty smooth. So let's try to be quick with it. All right. Not too at all. Alrighty, so stuff didn't go according to plan. I was using that blade. I'm covered in drywall dust, but it did work. Let me move some of this stuff out the way. I got so far this. So yeah, she goes on. That pipe try to forces it up a little bit, but I can screw it to the wall. Should be good to go. Now I gotta measure this side. Cut it out. The most trickiest part is gonna be cutting this hole, because I don't have experience at that yet. So I'm trying to figure this out. I got the window open. I had to try to cycle some air through here because there was so much dust in here. I had to close the door so the dust stopped going through the house. Let's go ahead and probably work on getting this side measured. Probably try to even it up a little bit more. That does it. It just creates so much dust. So let's see. Alrighty, so far it's 1:09 a.m. I got this side in, got a gap there, fill it in, but we had a lot of shifting going on, as you can clearly see. And you look down there, this gap, how it sits in there, slants. But when you get here, we have a major issue. Now the pipe sticks out too far. Need to close it. Cut my hole out for the socket. Got it nearly there, but I literally blocked the pipe. Obviously, we had some shifting going on. Anybody ever ran into this? Because only solution I found was pretty much saying gouge this out and see if I can make enough of a space, and then probably mud and putty over it if it make it weak or whatever. But yeah, I'm about to try to gouge this little section out. Hopefully, oh my goodness, this ain't enough for. Let's see what I can do. It sucks. Boy, you ever run into that problem? Let me know, because this is ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, one thing is another. Like I said, I can't imagine if I was paying somebody to do this, because if they'd ran into the same problem, I wonder what they would do. And then not to mention, I wonder what they would charge. So, who knows? Y'all let me know though. But this is a ridiculous or interesting problem. Like I said, I know my house obviously shifted from the busted main line from all years ago. So, I just gotta deal with the issues as they come. Take it from there. Just showing what I've been doing with the drywall to try to get around this gap here with the pipe. I actually been carving it out like I said I was gonna try. Not without going through. Let's see how much. Let's see if we got any progress. Yeah, I do. Line up better. Yes, it line up closer. Okay, I'll try to scrape a little bit more out, but ain't much left. I don't want it to be pretty much like paper, but that's what this dang near gonna be. I'll scrape a little bit more out, but yeah, this is progress. I'm definitely, I'm glad with the progress, because like I said, I don't know what the heck I'm doing right now. It's all new territory to me. So yeah, this is not bad at all with how much I closed that gap. So I'm gonna scrape a little bit more out, see how it sit, and then take it from there. Alright, so after further playing around with it, you can see we closed up most of that gap. So this is the best I can get it. Do the best I can with taping it off and mudding and everything. But this is it. This is amateur. This is 100% amateur. I haven't even watched a video on this in like the last 2 weeks. So, all right, let me continue hacking at it. All right, so I did a lot of scraping. I scraped a whole lot of this off. I'm hoping to just kind of mud this together. Put some tape over the socket. Try to get the mudding. Like I said, I'm an amateur at it. Don't really know what I'm fully doing, but let's give it a shot. Yeah. Man, I'm taking my time. I'm doing little by little. I just gotta till I get my feel for it. lot of big gaps. So plus I gotta take time to get better with it. Add enough to where it's covering some gaps. I just gotta stop being stingy with it. Yeah. Honestly, it looked terrible to me, showing that I don't really know what I'm doing. See how it turned out, because this is 24-hour drying and any sanding and leveling. And like I said, I'm new at it. Seam won't they cover up. This is terrible. 40. Yeah, we're gonna take some time, but leave this as it is for now. Just kind of let it dry. Pretty much wrapping it up tonight. It's 3:40 in the morning. Ain't too much more I can do. I gotta let all this old mud dry. There's some patching. Like I said, it don't look the best, but it gotta dry. It's gonna be uneven. I'm gonna do a lot of working with it because this wall is not even at all. Still a little patch here, all the little holes there, a little patch here with mud and stuff like that. So I'm learning, working with it. Other than that, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do tomorrow, because I know I just gotta let the mud dry for over 24 hours, so I won't be able to touch this for at least another day. So I gotta figure out what I wanna do tomorrow. I do got my keels, the primer. I might can paint this wall and this wall. I can paint multiple walls. I had to get the rest of the stuff out of here. You can see how dusty it got in here from all the drywall residue when I was cutting it with the saw. So Hopefully I ain't gotta do that again. But from where it came from to this, not bad for somebody who has zero experience. Okay, so well, this is it. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up tonight. Take out the trash. It's trash day today. Wall is drying. And so I'm gonna come in probably later on, see what I can do or feel like doing. I might get the primering this side and this side, and see how it goes. So that's the goal. So and hopefully I get that to turn out good. I'm gonna change that. That's kidding. I just paid attention to things in here over 10 years. So today's the 10-year anniversary of me moving in my house. I moved in January 6, 2016. So here we go. I'm gonna change that to standard white, basic. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is part 2 of the Building My Man Cave / Studio series. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. Like I said, I got it mudded as best as I can for now. Go ahead and let it dry. Do some sanding, try to smooth it out a little bit. Add some more mud, do some more smoothing. And just try to get as best as I can and take it from there. So until then, next time, and I gotta remember, stop wearing my name shirts when I'm doing this work. I gotta put on some bum shirts. So, this is Me My Supply. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and y'all have a great day. Peace.